I hope you had an awesome weekend. I hope that the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday treated you well. It's Monday. School holidays are about to start. Now, I wanted to share a story with you about a guy called Tyler, right? And when he joined, he was guaranteed $1,000, right? When he joined. And what he did here is he joined retroactively. So he never signed up under a referral code. He was never referred by another driver, right? He added this later. And when he completed his 150 trips, there are different requirements. Sometimes it's easier, it's just 50 trips. Sometimes it's 75 trips. Sometimes it's 100 trips. But after 155 trips, right, he walked out making $555. Listen to that. Shocking. Absolutely shocking for Uber to only pay him out $555 in earnings after 150 trips. Let's do the math here, ladies and gentlemen. If we take $555, right? He made $555. And he did that in 150 trips. That means he made an average of $3.70 for each of those trips. That's shocking. That's what Uber paid him after 150 trips, averaging $3.70 per trip. He got paid $555. Now, the good thing is that Tyler added the referral code retroactively, right? And that the guarantee for his city was $1,000. So we got him another $445, which he wouldn't have got had he not signed up through this code retroactively. If he just had started driving and did not add it, that's what he would have averaged, $3.70 after 150 trips. And he would have made $555. Now, instead, he was guaranteed this $1,000 by Uber, and thank God he put it in and made himself that $445. So my request to you is, if you have not added a referral code, please reach out to me, Rideshare Professor here. I say hi to Rick Reviews, Sean, Journey in the house, Wes is in the house, Sergio Robles is in the house. Welcome you all to our house, right? Exciting stuff happening soon, new rideshare company to be formed. All the details will be announced at the end of the week. But going back to this retroactive referral bonus, ladies and gentlemen, what you need to do, and this is super, super important, right? If you have not added that code, right, you got to go into your phone, and I want to walk you through this because, you know, guys like Tyler should not have missed out on that 445. And in case you have had not added a code, I strongly suggest you follow these steps, right? So in our driver interface on the top here, you will see a help button. If you click on that help button, ladies and gentlemen, it will load this page, right? The page that I have behind me. What we're looking for here is account and payment, right? So we're going to accounts and payments. And if you have any friends out there, any drivers that have forgotten to do this, encourage them to follow these steps so that they will make money and you will make money. It's got to be a win-win situation, right? So I went all the way over here on my phone, as you can see it, and I clicked on account and payments. The very next screen that shows up here is a whole variety of things under account and payment. What we're going for now is all the way down to the bottom. There is a category here called referrals, right? Referrals. We click on referrals. What screen should come up? Let me just show you once again. This screen comes up. And it's a whole combination of things, right? The one that you are looking for is the third one here. Invite a driver, report my missing or incorrect driver referral. This third one. We click on that one, right? It loads another screen that looks exactly like this. You will see that there's a lot of wording here, right? What people do, my friends, is that they don't scroll all the way to the bottom. They make it really, really difficult, right? You got to scroll all the way to the bottom until you see this screen here. It says send message, which is this one over here, right there. And then what we do is we click on send message. You got to tell your driver friends this so both of you make money, right? Because Tyler would have missed out on $445, right? So we click that one. Another massive screen shows up. It looks like this, right? You go all the way down to the bottom, right? And now it asks you a series of questions, fields that you have to fill in. It says, hey, what is the invite code used? So I'll show you on the next screen what that is. What's the friend's name who referred you? Because remember, you forgot to put in a referral code, and you did not get, like Tyler, you almost did not get that $445 extra, right? And then you have to put in the friend's phone number who referred you, right? And then the friend's email address who referred you. Then if we fill that all out, it should look like this, my friends, right? So the code that I put in here, my code AJEJA, in this case, if you're referring and that's your code, my name, Torsten Kunert, the details will all be beneath the video, all the steps. My phone number, 480-393-6318. And by the way, for all the people in the house, anybody ever wants to text me or email, I have open doors. You're welcome, right? And that goes for the person that also forgot to put in the referral code. If you need help, you just reach out to me, text me at that number. Then they want you to fill out the friend's email address who referred you. There it is. It will be beneath the video, Torsten Kunert68@gmail.com. And then you submit it, ladies and gentlemen. There's a blue button at the bottom, which you submit, right? So there's only a few little steps that you have to do, right, in order for you to get paid. And, you know, again, I'm just going to this model. The reason why I showed this is because Tyler did $555 after 150 trips. That's atrocious. Uber, you should be ashamed of yourself to pay out $555 to a driver after he or she has completed 150 trips. Again, thank God we showed him how to add that code retroactively so he could hit that a guaranteed bonus of $1,000. So Uber ended up paying him out $445, almost as much as he made in those 150 trips, right? So Vu's in the house, Jose Flamenco's in the house, Adventure's in the house, Uber Gold Paula's in the house. There we go. You got the wrong email there, Paula. It's Torsten Kunert68. So I don't really want to show the email because I don't want to show the wrong email. My email, if you ever need to reach out to me or if you have any questions, you're always welcome. This is my email right here. Let me just send it to you. If it's easier for you, if you wish to text me, ladies and gentlemen, my number 480, here it is, 393-6318. And I'll tell you why I prefer text messages, right? Because I'm getting probably 200 to 300 emails and texts per day. It gives me time to get back to the person. If the people constantly phone me, I'm driving clients, right? And these things just showing up on the screen constantly. And it's like a safety issue when I'm driving and the phone's constantly going off. So I'm really asking you to text me, right? Because I get back to the person. I get back to every single person. You can email me. You can text me. The main thing is you highlight briefly what the issue is or what the question is. I can't read your mind, so you've got to help me a little bit, and then I'll get back to you. I enjoy getting back to the people. So the cool thing here is the website, the social rideshare platform we are announcing at the end of the week. I'm probably going to be doing a 3 to 4 hour live session. It's going to be insanely long because I want to explain all the highlights, everything that you can do on the social platform, even to the point where you can monetize yourself, even to the point where you can become a city ambassador. In order, let's say for future strikes, in order for Gig Workers United or Rideshare United, for all of these people to work effectively, you have to have a platform, right? You have to have a platform where you can share ideas, where you can come on board, where you can participate in polling, participate in questions to help form this new company. That is why I spent the money. That is why I pulled 6 people off my team to work on this nonstop, right? Every day they're working till late in the evening, and I'm going over about once a day for a briefly meeting to get the updates so we can jam this out on Friday or Saturday. Why am I shooting for Friday or Saturday? Is because I want to at least allow you guys in the house 3 weeks to get to know each other, to invite people in, and so that we're ready for the 4th of July, because that's when we're going to open up the big funding platform, right? So all of that will be announced on the 4th of July. Why on Independence Day? Because we want to be independent of Uber and Lyft. We've had it, right? And I've done the research on all rideshare companies, on all limo companies, on all taxi companies worldwide. I've invited them in, right? I've set the social platform up for them. So even if they're working on another platform in San Francisco or New York or Sydney, Australia, they have another app where they can make money, right? And this platform where we exchange ideas, it's going to be called the GOAT Forum, the greatest of all time drivers, right? That's because that's what we are. We are the greatest of all time. So it's going to be cool. Paul Figueroa in the house. Yeah, I'm going to make Paul and Thomas. I'm going to have 5 ambassadors for San Diego, California, and I'm assigning already because I've known them, I trust them, and they have so much to contribute for San Diego. So my word to Paul and Thomas Gibson, Paul Figueroa, is that they will be ambassadors for San Diego. They will have great opportunities to use all their gig codes. Even if you're working for Uber still here and there, or Lyft, or DoorDash, or Postmates, or Amazon Flex, and you have codes, you will be able, as an ambassador, to go out there and utilize this platform and make money, right? And a lot of work has gone into this and a lot of research, right? I don't want to come out there half-heartedly with some little half-assed social platform. No, we've created all the networks, all the rooms. We've created Uber rooms, Lyft rooms, Postmate rooms, Kareem rooms for all of our friends overseas. They all are willing to participate. Why? Because if we go into this collectively, nationally and internationally, we got to show the might, right? This is David facing Goliath here. And the only way we succeed is to be tight, right? To be like this, nationally and internationally. I think that's the only way we can communicate. That's the only way we can succeed. Yeah. So Joey Driver for Idaho, if there is a city and you want to be a city ambassador for the new platform, please, come on board. Firstly, register on that new website. I'm not going to give the spoiler alert of that new social platform, but it'll allow you to organize on street level, my friends. On the streets where we drive, that's where it'll allow us to organize, right? And this is sickening, man. One of the main reasons which drives me, which pushes me to create this platform, no one should be making an average of $3.70 trips after 150 trips to get $555. Thank God this guy added the retroactive referral code, the steps are beneath, so he made an extra $445, right? We don't want that to happen in the new company. We want to have a healthy split, and I think a healthy split is 75 for the driver, 25 for the house. Right now, I am seeing so many average of 60%, 50 to 60% for Uber and Lyft, 40%, maybe 50% if they're lucky for the driver. That is wrong, plain wrong, Uber. You're screwing up big time. You're alienating people that will jump onto the next company, right? So, Sergio, you will be given the opportunity. I will announce it and we will go live with that name of that website. So sort of stay posted Friday, Saturday. we're going to make a big announcement, right? So where all of the people in the cities can participate and get in, join these rooms, participate in the GOAT forum, help us come up with a name, help us come up with ideas that you drivers want in the app, right? This is what I'm paying attention to. This is what Derek Kay is not paying attention to, folks. He is not listening to the drivers. He's not listening to you. This is where they're failing, right? They're failing horribly. And remember, can you guys remember the last 2 months how I said they need to pack up, get their bags, leave, leave, leave. And what happened? COO, Chief Operating Officer, out, right? Chief Marketing Officer, out. I want to see Dara out. Spring clean, new leadership, new competent leadership in these companies. We're going to come in with competent leadership. I'm going to be part of that leadership. I do believe I'm competent. Why? Because I understand what goes on the street. I have driven in all these categories. I've taken the time to drive an X, XL, Select, Black, Plus, Lyft Regular, Lux, SUV, to learn, right? To learn about the different platforms, to learn what type of people order an X, what type of people order an SUV, what type of people order a Lyft XL or a Uber XL, right? You got to know this crap, right? You got to know this stuff. You got to know what's going on the street. Can't just run a company, exercise greed, try to get it to the IPO and suck out like a parasite as much money as you can from the public. BS, I call BS, right? And that's what I've had enough of, right? And you guys triggered an amazing session several weeks ago where we decided enough is enough, folks. Enough is enough, right? 50-50, 60-40, enough is enough. We got to move forward. So this is a collaboration worldwide where my team has researched every big limo organization, every big taxi organization, every big rideshare organization. I don't just want Uber and Lyft drivers to come on board. I want everyone to come on board, right? And everyone needs to be treated well. So I'm giving a lot of information, a lot of spoiler alerts, but I can assure you we did our homework when it comes to the gig economy, when it comes to the names, the companies, the people that we want to drive in. And if you are happy with Kareem in Dubai, or if you are happy with Get Around, or if you are happy with Austin Drives, or if you are happy with Hip Hop Skip Drive, that's awesome. I hope they're treating you well. I hope they are treating you better than Uber and Lyft are treating these drivers, right? And if you're making good money on Hip Hop Skip Drive, I always get the ones a tongue twister, stay there. Like Paula, she's on there. But we are going to open up a whole new avenue, a whole new bunch of highways, streets, side streets. We're going to open them up, folks. You and I collectively. So, Jim, let's jump into the room. I'm not ignoring you, and I do appreciate all the awesome feedback that's going on here. We're 20 minutes into the live session. Barry Andrews, collusion at Uber is alive and well. Very well said. Die Nederlands, PK, die Nederlands. Hoe gaan het met jou vandaag, Nederlands? Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Zandvoort, in the house. In the house, in the house. I do speak Dutch fluently and a couple of other languages, so I enjoy once in a while reaching out to my international brothers and sisters. So who else do we have? Zayas is in the house. Kingfisher, thank you. No, I say thank you. I appreciate everything you guys are contributing, right? OC in the house. Where in Orange County, Kingfisher? Are you in Costa Mesa, Huntington Beach, Fullerton, Brea? Which streets do you drive, my friend? Prima! I love that word, my friend. When the Dutch say prima, means it's well. Prima, wel. Baie goed. Zuhad Sultan. Oro! Scott Hoffer. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, back to you. Adventure Girl Paula. I'm starting training kiddies at training camp for riding their horses. Awesome. Awesome. Got to saddle up those horses, those big stallions. Ride those horses, man. Louisville, Kentucky in the house. Scott, how are you, buddy? Yasin Turkan, my friend, how are you? Irvine, California, baby. Woo! Nomadic Aura. What? He says, what? East LA, baby. Osva Ortega. Hola. Who do we have? Else do we have? Amy Montgomery. Thank you. Near Disneyland. We need to go to Disneyland. Check out the new Star Wars feature, the new Star Wars that they've just introduced. I heard it's good. Malvin DeLeon. West Hills, California, baby. Yeah, right around the hill from me. I'm in Calabasas by Hidden Hills, so we're not far apart. OKC in the house. David W. Welcome, my friend. You are welcome. Love it. Rideshare helper. Philly's in the house. Philadelphia. Shout out everyone to Philadelphia. Rideshare helper. I like that name. Rideshare helper, which just like the word says, I am offering my help. I am a helper. How can I help you? Great, great branding name. Rideshare helper. Love it. Love it. Love it. Zuhad Sultan. What's going on? Journey with Jordan. Vegas. Yeah, I need to come to Vegas soon. Adam Ginsberg, Long Island, New York in the house. Adam, welcome, my friend. Tim Olson, MSP. Hey, hey. We like international contact. You are always welcome, PKI. Always. Yes. Altijd welkom in ons huis. Our house in the middle of the street. So very happy to have the Netherlands in our room. Nomadic Aura says, womp, womp, womp. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe you care to elaborate. Journey with Jordan. I think it's interesting. UK riders say, thanks for the help at the end of the ride. That's cool, right? Thanks for the help. Who's helping who here? Are the drivers helping the riders or the riders helping the drivers? I would say thank you for the tip. I would appreciate a tip. You have an awesome day. Hope you guys enjoy the restaurant. Hope you guys enjoy the movie, right? You know where you just dropped them off. How was the show? How was the sports game? How was the event, right? Start the dialogue, start networking. Jim Seagal in the house. Did he even do the car giveaway? Who did the car giveaway? No, I haven't done the car giveaway yet. Kingfisher, driving primarily in cities of Anaheim, Orange, and Irvine in Orange County. Very cool. We welcome you on board. And I'm sure very often it'll also take you over to LAX. So some of the OC people that go out on international trips to Tom Bradley, those are good trips. If you take somebody from Anaheim to LA, just like we often take people from LA to Anaheim to Disneyland. So those are nice paying trips that we enjoy, right? Let's see. Joey Drive says, gotta go. Drive safe. Pharmaceutical delivery is happening. You go and deliver those pharmaceuticals, Joey. Make sure they get to the person. Make sure the person lives on, survives. They need those pharmaceutical deliveries. Go take care of them. Tim Olson, I had a 120-mile quiet trip this morning. Ouch, ouch, 120 miles. That's a long one. Galen Bellamore. Hello from H-Town. H-Town is in the house. Folks, what we are discussing here, what I don't want any of you to miss out on, and I'm sure you've all exercised your guarantee or bonus or referral code. In case you have not added your code, please do it. I'm using Tyler as an example. After 150 trips, Uber paid him $555. Shocking. $3.70 average per trip. He did 150 trips. Thank God he added the referral code retroactively. The steps are all underneath my video. Follow them. And because of that, they guaranteed him $1,000 and they paid out the difference of $445. Had he snoozed, he would have lost that $445. So please, please, my request to you is if you have not added that referral code, do it right now, right? Or call me, text me, or go underneath the video, find out how, so you don't get put into a scenario like this. This is shocking, right? That he only made $555 after 150 trips. Now, because he added the code, he's up to his 1,000, right? So Dustin is driving, says, hi all. Dustin, I want everyone to know in the house that in this new portal, in the social ride share portal, we have all stars. We created a category all stars. We have officially my team have officially voted and made Dustin an all-star on this new platform, dedicating an entire page to him. He can do what he wants in that room. He can promote the heck out of himself. He can invite people in. A parking bay, a valet area has been set aside for Dustin on this new portal. Dustin, and we want to push for independency on the 4th of July and open up the big funding platform so we get a new rideshare company going, of which Dustin is automatically a all-star, right? There's other all-stars. If you guys think, hey, any type of gig work, if it's Postmates, if it's DoorDash, if it's Uber, if it's Lyft, if it's Amazon, if you think that someone on YouTube should be an all-star, please put it down in this category underneath. Yeah. And then guys like the all-stars will get the first shot at shares, right? We'll be assigning shares. I'm talking to the lawyers, paid the lawyers. I want drivers to feel like they're part of this company. I want people like Dustin on board of the board of directors, right? I want competent people like him who understand and can build bridges to drivers, who knows how to talk to drivers, right? Those are the type of caliber people we need on board. So you're welcome anytime in our house. I pop in periodically to his live feeds because I love his energy. I love the Smakovich. But understand one thing, folks, in order to drive a new company forward, we have to have people, competent people that understand the drivers, right? And that is why we created this category, All Stars. We thought this through. This is not just, oh, okay, let's start a company, let's throw a little bit of money. No. How do we get people organized? How do we get people on the street organized? How do we get competent people to represent cities, become city ambassador? And saying that whatever city Dustin is in, I can assure you right now, he will be made a city ambassador, right? I believe it's Atlanta. Is that correct, Dustin? So Dustin would be a city ambassador, of which only 5 people in the big cities become ambassadors. He'll be one of them. My friend Terry Tips, I believe he drives in Atlanta. I would like Terry Tips to be an ambassador, right? Backseat drivers in Boston. How are you, my friend? Dustin, if you're in Florida, my apologies. Then, oh yeah, sorry, I get them mixed up all the time. So Dustin's in Tampa, Florida. Lucky you. I love Florida. I'm actually going to probably go to Sarasota at the end of the month. So Dustin becomes a city ambassador of Tampa. It's already done. It's done. Okay. Welcome to K's Nations, New York City. Who else? Detroit in the house. Ty Bolter. Shout out to Detroit, Motor City. How are you? So yeah, it's cool things. Hey, if we do not try, we can't ever turn back and say, hey, we didn't give this a shot, right? Right? Had I could have, should have, would have. No, those words don't exist. We're going to do it, right? We're going to put it out there and we're going to give it our best shot. We're going to try and rattle that cage. We're going to try and go head to head with the 2 big monsters, right? Because the monsters ain't taking care of their folks, my friends. They're not. Dallas, Texas in the house. Shout out to Dallas lady. Hope you're having a great day, a good Monday. I hope everyone's Monday is off to a good start, my friends. Appreciate everyone being part of our house. These doors are open. We invite, the new COO, whoever that's going to be, who replaces that other guy who's only been there for a year. One of the reasons they should have let him go a year ago, the chief operating officer, is that he made multiple racist comments. How could Uber even keep a fool like that for a year? Yes, you heard me, COO. How could you ever be part of a company, be part of a board of directors, if you were making racial insults to your colleagues? Out. Get the F out the door, right? Bring in competent leadership, right? That's what we're all about, right? So who else we have? The new Zen Laotian, interesting one. So he thinks the stream is trash. I'm sure you're talking about yourself here, my friend. Create a stream like that. I'm going to go and check out his stream, see how many subscribers he has. And, let's see if he's better than us. He thinks he is. These are the little sheep that try to stick out, right? They're like screaming, like New Zentlation. Are you screaming for attention? You know why? You got your 30 seconds of attention, and now we flushed you down the shithole, down the toilet. He's out, right? So Journey with Jordan in the middle of the street. It's a good theme song. It's our house, our company in the middle of the city, in the middle of the sea. Smakovich, we just zap that guy down. Out, man. We don't need trolls. Dustin knows what trolls are. You get them constantly jumping in your room, talking trash, trying to desperately take away attention from the room, from the topics. They're so, whether it's the ego, whether it's their narcissism, but they desperately seek attention and they have to throw bullshit into the room. Dustin knows these type of people. We have to put up with them all the time, right? So we kick them out. It's a great little button, right, Dustin? Business Solution, Albuquerque, New Mexico in the house. Very cool. We welcome you. How hot is it over there? It must be extremely hot, right? There we go. I'm going to okay that message by Journey with Jordan. It's totally legit. iSurvivor from Long Island, New York in the house. Good to have you here. Dallas lady, last February. Is it too late to add the code? Depends on how many trips you have. Generally over a few hundred trips, they don't allow you to do it. But go ahead, by all means. Jim Seagal drives in Atlanta, Georgia. Must be super humid there at the moment. Shout out to you. Susan, Thomas, Uber cuts the cleaning fee. Some girl threw up all over my car and they gave me $20. You kidding me, man? You kidding me? How desperado are these fools becoming at Uber and Lyft that they would only pay a person $20? That stench, those chemicals we have to buy, the time to clean it, to go and take it in for a valet. I say, keep the $20. You probably need it more. How upsetting. How insulting, right? Like this guy, how insulting for them to pay $555 after 150 trips. How insulting to pay out the Dallas lady $20 for her cleanup. Come on, Uber. Are you that desperate? Are you that greedy? That is the downfall of a company, greed, right? How do people end up in prison? They rob the bank once, they rob it twice. You know what? I could possibly make more money. I could even make more money. Greed's driving me, by the way. Greed. I will rob the bank a third time. And that's when greed got me in jail, right? So understand one thing. Greed is not going to get these executives anywhere. It won't. It's short term, my friends. And I will carefully say that the decisions in the last year that Uber and Lyft have made are going to come back and bite them in their ass horribly. Horribly. Mark my words, right? We already had 2 go. It's going to be more following, right? The investors are not going to put up with that. The investors are not going to put up with the treatment that the drivers are receiving. The investors are reading this. 108 in Phoenix, Joseph. You are shitting me. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Scottsdale, Phoenix, wherever you are there, 108. Jeez, that's brutal. It feels like a hot fan, like a hot hair dryer in your face. That's the type of heat you get in Phoenix or Scottsdale. We used to have a house there. Have Airbnbs now in Scottsdale, and I love going to Sedona. Sedona is one of my getaway places. Kane Brown, Munich is in the house. Munich! Can you tell in German what this is all about? Can't understand. Okay, well, I'll tell you in German. Was wir hier machen, Kane Brown, wir formen eine neue Firma, ja, und wir werden am Freitag oder Samstag eine Annoncierung machen, wo ihr aus Deutschland in Munich, Düsseldorf, Hamburg, Berlin dabei sein könnt und Teil an dieser neuen Firma sein könnt. That's my shout out to Germany. Hope you understood exactly what I said. Gig Pro, Brad, Kentucky, create a $200 cleaning receipt and then turn it into them. Don't let them see that one. Journey with Jordan. It's the channel he can flush whoever he wants. Yeah, it's like Journey with Jordan could create his own channel. I'll flush them down the toilet if they think they're going to spit shit here in my room. It's not going to happen, right? I created this with these drivers. So 99.9% of these drivers are on the same wavelength. If somebody thinks that they're special, somebody thinks that they need to troll, to inject their poison, their venom, to come here and try and distract, we give them Dustin's classic Smakovich. I just flushed them, instantly gone, down, gone, down. That's how we operate, right? David W. had a passenger get chocolate stains. Oh, chocolate stains in light leather. Painful. How do you get that out? How would anybody get a chocolate stain out of light leather? What Uber told me, regular cleaning and maintenance should take care of it. It's because that Uber helper that he was trying to connect with to say, hey, I had chocolate in my light leather. That person's in Manila in the Philippines. He's never been in a car. Doesn't even know what the back of a rideshare car looks like. Has never seen chocolate in a light leather. That's why these people don't comprehendo, right? They don't understand, capiche? You don't get it. And that's why, like, oh, yeah, just clean your car. Easier said than done, right? They just are not connected with drivers, right? Goes from the executive team to the help desk. They do not understand the drivers. Odessa, Texas in the house. Shout out to Tech721, backseat driver. I'm so happy you're pissed. You used to be so happy about the abuse. I'm not happy to be pissed, right? And I can tell you something, I'm not pissed. I make a lot of money each and every single day. I am upset at how Uber is treating drivers and what they think they can get away with. That upsets me. And we got to call them out on their bullshit, right? So am I upset daily? No. I'm actually a very, very happy person with a very happy family with awesome kids, and I'm financially stable, right? But if I can help out, or if I can rattle Uber's cage, or if I can wake up Lyft and say, smell the coffee, this is going on, then I have achieved my objective, right? I enjoy shaking their trees, right? Kenneth Morrison, punch that thumbs up button. Love you, my friend. I appreciate you, Kenneth. Thumbs up. Thumbs up to all of you. Thumbs up for all of your great contributions. Thumbs up to this week, Monday to Sunday may be a good week for you. Thumbs up, Kenneth. Lorenzo Davis, that includes the difference of opinions, Professor. Difference of opinions are welcome, right? They're welcome. But when people come and want to put sexual comments, demeaning comments that put other colleagues down, trash talking other people, that's not an opinion. That is poison, venom, and I flush them down the toilet. Your difference of opinion is welcome, right? Just like Jaden Biddix right now, I'm letting him stay, even though he's shouting up 20 times, desperately trying to say hi and get the attention. I can't read every single one, but hey, Jaden, we get it. Hi. So yeah, that's pretty much what it's about, right? And yeah, well, you classify him as a spammer. You could. Unsolicited mail. Hi. Gig Pro, Brad, Kentucky. Thank you, sir. Thanks for all your input. I appreciate you. If some of my input helped you, I've achieved my goal. I appreciate you, Gig Pro, for saying that, right? T. James, they need to bring back the surge multiplier. Yes, they do, right? If these guys are in a high demand area, right, and there's drivers, a certain amount of drivers, it goes back to the laws of supply and demand, right? Pay for that novelty of getting a driver at a big event. Takes us quite a bit getting out of a big event, out of the Dodgers game, out of the Forum, out of the Staples Center. Pay us a premium accordingly, right? So Jaden Biddix, we get it, buddy. You're a very happy guy. I can see that. Kane Brown, aber im Moment kann man diesen Code noch nicht in Deutschland nutzen, richtig? Du kannst in Deutschland jemanden einladen, richtig? Du kannst mit deinem Code jemanden in Deutschland einladen und das gleiche Schema hier verfolgen. Munich, I just want to explain to my friend in Germany. There we go. I think Biden, you're a little bit annoying. You put him in the side of the room. There he is. Yeah, he's desperado. He's just now, it's gone beyond the point of being funny, just spamming. So we told little Jaden to go sit inside of the corner of the classroom for a while. Time out, buddy. Deanna from Chicago, someone's gonna end up in a timeout. They already did. Scott Hofer, you're welcome, my friend. Romeo Bocala. Yeah, Jaden's just being a dickhead. I agree. I'm going to show that Romeo. So he got kicked out. We don't have time for that, right? Desperately seeking attention. Journey with Jordan. 2x isn't worth it to me. At 2 a.m. on a Saturday, I need at least 2.8 for it to be worth the risk and traffic. You see, that's good. You have a worth, right? And it's really important for someone to say, I am not going to do that for 2x, 2 times the amount, right? My net worth, what I'm worth, starts at 2.8. And I like that. It means you stand up for your net worth. You stand up for who you are. That's Journey. You're setting a very, very high standard, right? That's what he's saying here, if I'm reading you correctly, Journey, right? Is that I don't just settle for any type of surge. It's got to hit my minimum. I like that. Albert Luna could be Uber police. Pico, I'm here late. What's up, y'all? Pico, what we're basically saying is, in case you forgot to add a code, I showed the people what steps to take because we used Tyler as an example. He forgot to add a code. He did 150 trips, got paid $555, averaging $3.70 per trip. And thank God he then, in time, added the retroactive code in time. So at least he got qualified for that guaranteed bonus of $1,000, which paid him out a difference of $445, right? Which he would have missed out on had he not added that code retroactively. And hopefully that brings everyone up to speed. The points, if you want to read how to add that code retroactively beneath, it's right underneath the video. So Pico said, I tried to add a code, but they said it was 3 months after our initial site. Yeah, they have a certain time period and they have a certain amount of trips. So that's why I'm reminding people, if you fall within that time period, within that 90-day time period, if you fall within those trips, do it. Go collect the money. They owe you that money, right? My Netherlands friends, PKI says, the problem is that platforms set customers first and drivers last. Correct. That is the general attitude of Uber and Lyft, right? Is that the rider comes first, then comes the rider, then comes the rider, and right at the back there somewhere comes the driver. That is wrong. They got their priorities wrong, and it's going to cost them. It's going to cost them, right? Medat, Shenuda, how are you? App is rideshare. You will get the chance to join. I appreciate you, Medat. Scott Hoffer, man, I so missed out on that. Just joined Uber a few years back. Totally missed out. I'm sorry you did, buddy. I'm sorry you did. That's why people say it's a little bit excessive that I do this every few months, but I want everyone to have a fair shot at it, right? And I earn at the same time as well. So if I put in the blood, sweat, and tears to build out a channel, I should at least, I think, be rewarded accordingly and reward my co-drivers, give them a shot at it. So I sincerely am sorry that you missed that opportunity. But for the newcomers, there we go. Amy Montgomery, accounting standpoint, riders are assets, drivers are expenses. Maybe. But you start losing all your expenses, your drivers, you won't have any assets, right? That's, put that in perspective there for a second if you can. Lorenzo Davis, Professor, use your code for Lyft and I did not pass the background check. Okay. Something maybe have shown up on your background check. You have the opportunity to appeal that, right? You can go down to the DMV, speak to management. You can go down to the court, speak to the clerk of the court and say, hey, can I get a hearing before the judge? Maybe they can erase that. I will plead with the judge that rideshare driving is my livelihood. That's how I pay my family. Could they take it off my record? I've seen it happen, folks. I've seen people get legal representation, get their DMV issues squashed, get the issues squashed that happened 7-8 years ago in court. Go in and try and get a hearing before a judge. File it with the clerk of the court. Omar, you will get the chance to register. I appreciate you. K's Nation says Uber wants drivers to drive great cars and get paid dirt I think you're trying to say cheap, right? Not cheat. Romeo Bukala says, rideshare is a good job, but they need more laws and regulations within reason. Also correct. Very good. Infantry Sarge, it's called having it expunged from your record. Yeah, that's what I try to just say. Getting DMV records expunged, getting legal issues expunged. Thank you for helping me out with that word expunged. I appreciate you. Mervyn Khan, Uber canned me, said I was unruly in the car, started 8 years ago, thousands of trips, all positive comments. You see, that doesn't sound right, Mervyn. They're gonna penalize you over one trip and you've been with them for 8 years. That's when you got to go and bring them before court and say, hey, you know what? Here's my history. Here's my record. Here's my rating. And you're going to judge me by this, reinstate me. I would do it. I would force the thing into small claims court and say, hey, you know what? These few weeks when they deactivated me, I lost $1,000. I was unlawfully let go. They didn't do their research properly. I should be reinstated. I would fight that tooth and nail until I get reinstated. Unless you say, hey, I'm done with them, right? You may have moved to Lyft. So Slick Nick says the past weekend on both Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I made over $300. Awesome, especially because it was a lot of surging. That's fantastic. Sunday, I made $333 and was higher than I typically make Friday and Saturday nights. That makes me happy. Some good news there. Thank you. Papi Chulo. The most problem is the pay. 100% right, Papi Chulo. 100% right. How can I get in contact? My email and my text are always email me, the Netherlands, PKI. Email me. It will be underneath my videos. Amy Montgomery says, last night I was queuing for Lyft like crazy, even got auto queued into John Wayne Airport. Wow. Must have been super, super busy. A journey with Jordan, my best trip of the weekend was $17.75 for 0.02 miles, 1 minute 57 second trip duration. In what category, journey with Jordan? Please share. Kenneth Morrison, will classifying drivers in Cali as employees change GOAT plans for the drivers? No, it won't. Let them do what they want to do. We're not going to... here, you have to earn a healthy split, right? And if you can pick up $150 scheduled trip, right, and 75% of that $150 go to you because you're driving an Uber, let's say from Thousand Oaks to the airport, let's just use 150, 160, you're getting 75. That to me is decent pay, right? So, also independent contractors, unless, the California laws change and they force the new platform to adopt their rules and regulations, I think there are always ways and means to show the state, the legalities that you can be an independent contractor and you can get paid well as an independent contractor and you can act independently when you want to, whenever you want to, right? So we shall see what happens in August with this AB5 ruling that they filed in the California Senate. We shall see how they rule on that. I'm very curious. Yeah, Deanna said that's great pay. I agree. Jim Rody, hello. Better late than never. Exactly. Better late than never in the house. You're welcome. Tim, the Maney, A.K. Miller, you keep badgering Uber to 1, find out what it is, and 2, to get let back on the app. I like that. Gave you a little bit of feedback there. That's cool. How are you, my friend Tim? Good to see you. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Hope you had fun. Hope you made money. Hope your family is well. And may the next Monday to Sunday treat you well, my friend. Right? That's what we're about. So let's see. What do we have here? What do we have here? I got a like on my video. That's nice. I showed an example of a gentleman called Tyler who made $555 after 150 trips, averaging $3.70 per trip, which I think is disgusting, is an insult, Uber. Thank God he got in on that retroactive bonus, so he at least made another 445 more. Who else do we have in the house? Papi Chulo says Lexus LX, third roll, best Uber vehicle, all categories. Cool, that's up for debate. Would everybody agree with Papi Chulo? That's up for debate. In what category? Speed Racer. Thank you for making these videos. Thank you for being part of our live stream. Thank you for being in our house, Speed Racer. Looking forward to starting to drive soon. That's awesome. Great name, Speed Racer. Casanova, hello, hello. Good to catch you live. Good to catch you, my friend. Welcome to the house. Very cool. Good to have you here. Hope you guys, Monday is off to a great start, my friends. I got to rock and roll. I've got to take my kid to an event. I hope we showed the people that missed out on the chance of adding a code how to do it. The steps are beneath this video. Don't ever get caught in a situation like Tyler where you could have maybe only made 555 after 150 trips. Instead, he made 1,000 because he added the code. Anybody else have something very, very important to share? Share it now. Otherwise, if we can get 50 thumbs up, I'm going to count. That's the only way we go out. Ghost Cab just gave 2. Be a dad first. 100% right. Love that. It's the best comment in here. Be a father first. That is the number one role that I'm proud of. That is the best job that I have, is being a dad, right? Nothing beats the job title father. Nothing beats the job title dad. Nothing beats the job title mother. Nothing beats the job title being a mom. That's the most important, right? That is your responsibility towards your little ones, to our future new generation. Love you guys. Thank you. That is awesome. Woo! Zayas, fire, baby. We go. Couple of more. There we go. I think we got the 50. Yeah, we got it. Boom. And this, my friends, is the frequency we set on the Monday for the rest of the week. May all those thumbs up carry over into Tuesday, into Wednesday, into Thursday, into Friday. And may your next week and your Saturday, Sunday be exactly like this, right? May your life, may your friends, may your family's life be exactly like this. Just like that, right? Love you all. Palm trees, blue waves. Yeah, it's beach weather. Yesterday was beach weather in Malibu. It's beach weather this weekend. It's going to surge. The temperature is going to surge. Uber needs to surge, not just the temperature, right? And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being part of this live feed. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Casanova. Thank you, Ilanka Garcia. Thank you, Journey with Jordan. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, Melvin. Thank you, Speed Racer. Thank you all. Leaving you with a lot of love. Adios, muchachos.